Hey guys, this is Dan from Ledger Support. Today I'm going to show you how to manage multiple Nano devices with Ledger Live. So this video I think will be particularly useful for you guys if you own, for example, one desktop or laptop computer, but you have multiple Ledger devices. For example, you have one Nano X, one Nano S, or you have two Nano S's or two Nano X's. So in this case, you might be wondering, okay, how do I make sure that I keep everything tidy and straight and that all the accounts appear in Ledger Live? So let me first show you my setup and then I'll show you what I'm going to do now. So first, as you can see, I've got two devices. I've got a Nano X device and I've got a Nano S device. Now, currently, both those devices are connected to my computer. It's for the sake of the presentation. But when I go ahead and try to add accounts, I will need to unplug one device and concentrate on one device at a time. Okay, if you have both your devices connected to your computer at the same time, then that might create conflict and Ledger Live might not recognize your devices at all. So it's very important to do it one device at a time. Okay, again, those devices are plugged in at the same time for the purpose of demonstration. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a Bitcoin account with my Nano X device, and then later I'm going to create an Ethereum account with my Nano S device. Okay, so I'm going to do this, just that. Okay, so as I said, both devices are currently plugged into my computer, so I want to make sure I'm concentrating on only one device and not two devices, and that I don't have both devices plugged into my computer. So I'm going to turn off the power and power off my Nano S. Oh, so you can see the light went out, so my Nano S is not powered anymore, and I'm going to unlock my Nano X. So I'm going to do this, just that. As you can see, I'm using only a 4-digit PIN, but for you at home, I would recommend that you use an 8-digit PIN. It's just more secure. This is only my work ledger, so that's why I'm only using like a 4-digit PIN because it's easier and faster to unlock. But for you guys, I would recommend that you use an 8-digit PIN. It's much more secure. Okay, so I'm going to unlock my device up, and now the device is unlocked. So the first thing I want to do to create an account, I want to go into the manager and I want to install the Bitcoin app. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going into the manager. Okay, so now I'm in the manager. You can tell because it says Ledger Nano X at the top here. Also tells me that my firmware is up to date, which is nice. And you can see all the different apps that are installed on my Ledger device currently. So there's a bunch of them because I need them all to provide support to you guys when you have questions. And you can see like how much storage is taken up by those apps into my device. So I've got quite a bit of leeway here, but it's filling up. Okay, so as I said, I want to create a Bitcoin account first. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go into the app catalog. So here's the Bitcoin app, but I could also like type Bitcoin. Here we go. Bitcoin, so I want to install that app first. You can see it's adding to the storage here. And it's installing. Yeah, so the Bitcoin app is a bit bigger than other apps because it's got a lot of different features. But basically like how fast the storage will be taken up depends on how many apps are inside the device and also like how much size each app takes. Not all apps have the same size. Okay, so the Bitcoin app just installed. So now I can go ahead and create an account. So I'm going to click add account here. Here, the device prompted me to open the Bitcoin app, which I'm going to do by double clicking here. Just pressing both buttons simultaneously. Then it says Bitcoin is ready, which tells me that the Bitcoin app is indeed open on my device. Now, Ledger Live is synchronizing with my devices, basically is reading my device for existing accounts. So here, as you can see, I've got one existing account in my device, and that's the one I want to add to Ledger Live. So I'm going to untick this account here because I want to add the one that has a little bit of Bitcoin on it. Now, here's the generic. You can see like my device by default is called Bitcoin 1, which is a bit of a boring name. It really doesn't tell me anything about which device secures this account. So I want to make it a little more obvious that it's my Nano X that secures this account. So I'm going to call it NX BTC. And now I know that it's my NanoX device that secures my account. And I'm going to click Add Account and click Done. And boom, it shows in my portfolio and it shows in the Accounts tab here. Now, if I'm not happy with the name NXBTC, I can always change it. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll just go into the account, click the wrench icon here, and then I can change the name here. I'll just type Bitcoin, NX Bitcoin, and click apply. And you can see the name changed. But yeah, it's just a way to label accounts in Ledger Live. It doesn't fundamentally affect the account itself. It's just a convenient way for Ledger Live to keep track of, to label different accounts. So now I know that it's my NanoX that secures my Bitcoin account. Cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and add an account from my NanoS device, and that one will be an Ethereum account. So the first thing I want to do, I want to unplug my NanoX. Okay, I just want to make sure that my NanoS and my NanoX are not plugged to my computer at the same time, because that might create conflict and that might make it difficult for Ledger Live to recognize the device in the manager. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first turn off the power for my NanoX. So up, it switched off. Now it went back to the pin, like enter pin screen, because it's on battery now, but I'm also going to power it off just for the purpose of this demonstration, just to make it obvious that it's indeed not connected to my computer. So up, I'm powering it off, and I'm going to connect my Ledger NanoS. Up, so it's powering. And again, I'm going to unlock the device with my PIN. It's also a 4-digit PIN, but as you know, you should use an 8-digit PIN. It's more secure. Up, and cool. Now the device is unlocked. There aren't any apps installed on my device, so because I want to add an Ethereum account, I'll need to install the Ethereum app first. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go into the manager, and the manager now is looking for my NanoS device. Now at this stage, it's possible that, like, when you switch from one device to the other, sometimes the manager might have a little trouble like finding the new device, like recognizing the NanoS. So you just connected your NanoX, now you don't need the NanoX anymore, you connect the NanoS, and you go into the manager, and the manager might have trouble recognizing the NanoS. If that happens, you can just close Ledger Live and plug the device that you want to use, and then go back into the manager, reopen Ledger Live and go back to the manager, and that should fix it. So in this case, Ledger Live worked as expected, and it just recognized my NanoS instantly, but that might not be the case. Okay, so I'm going to allow the NanoS on my device. And now I am connected to it, and you can see here that it is indeed my NanoS, and the firmware is up to date, which is also nice to know. And here's the storage capacity for my NanoS device. And what I want is create an Ethereum account. So I'm going to go ahead and install the Ethereum app first, and then I'll add an account to Ledger Live. But first, let's do the app. So as you can see, the NanoS has smaller storage capacity than NanoX, so that's why it's filling up much quicker, right? And just so you know, guys, it's completely safe to rotate apps in and out of the device. So for example, for any reason, you max out the storage capacity on your NanoS, and you need to, I don't know, install like a different app, for example, the Polkadot app that takes a lot of space. It's completely fine to uninstall the Ethereum app and go ahead, install the Polkadot app, create the Polkadot account, and later you can reinstall the Ethereum app and interact with your Ethereum account. Uninstalling the app from the manager will not affect the account that's added in Ledger Live. So it's a very, very important concept to understand. Your apps and accounts are very different, okay? So my Ethereum app has been installed. So now I'm going to go back into accounts to create the account. I could also click this button here, but I'm going to show you the other way to do it by just going to account and clicking add account here. Now I want to select Ethereum, I want to click continue, and okay, it's prompting me to open the Ethereum app on the device. Now it says application ready, so I know the device is, the app is installed, is open on my device. And now, just as with my Bitcoin, my NanoX device, Ledger Live is synchronizing with my NanoS device. So it's looking for existing accounts that exist in my device. In this case, I already had an account. And this one, I am going to call it Ether, oh no, I'm going to call it NS, like Nano S, Ether, and click add account. Boom. And here you go. You can see now I've got this account, my Ethereum account, and I've got my Bitcoin account. And because I labeled those accounts with NX and NS, I know exactly which device control which account. Now, what if I try to spend from my Bitcoin account with my Nano S device? First, I would need the Bitcoin app installed in my Nano S device, but then I would get an error with Ledger Live that would tell me that I don't have the correct private keys to spend from that account. And indeed, it's because the private keys to secure from that Bitcoin account are secured in my Nano X device and not my Nano S. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're using the correct device to spend from the correct accounts. So labeling accounts this way, NS, NX, or maybe the color of your device, whatever, that might help you organize things and make management easier. Something else you might realize is like Ledger Live will let me add an unlimited amount of accounts if I want to, but all my accounts will appear in the accounts tab here. So this is because Ledger Live doesn't let you create like separate instances, like separate users. It just like keeps adding more accounts to the list of accounts in the accounts tab. That's it. So there is no way. So for example, if you and your wife, let's say you both using the same computer and the same copy of Ledger Live, you cannot have like two different versions of Ledger Live within the same computer. Okay, you'll need to label your accounts in a way that makes it obvious, like which of you, this is my account and this is my wife's account, for example. This avoids that you send Bitcoin or Ethereum to the wrong account. So it's very, very important, I think, to label accounts in a way that makes it obvious, like who and which device secures the accounts. It will make it much, much easier for you guys in the future to manage those accounts. Yeah, so that's it for me, guys. I hope that was useful. If you have any questions, you can, first you can comment in the comment section in the video. Also, you can reach out to us via email, via the support page on the Ledger website. And also we have a Twitter account, which is at ledger_support. And you can also reach out to us via that Twitter account. So if you have any questions, if you need anything, please don't hesitate. We'll be very, very happy to help you. But I hope the video was interesting and useful and you learned something new, and I'll see you very soon for more content. Bye.